No eating my shoes. Where's my headphone thing? Good Lord, this place. Just wait a few seconds here. I had to restart my router, so hopefully, hopefully it'll come back on in a minute. Oh my god, I have psoriasis in my ear. Hey, hummingbird. And it is hurting today. Like in my ear. Why? Why? I didn't keep up with the medication while I was in Florida, so. Hey, buddy, why aren't you eating? Finish your foods. Yeah, you gotta finish. Oh, little terror. He actually was really good. First night with the puppy went well. He was pretty good. He slept with me. I slept I slept downstairs on the floor basically because I just couldn't put him in the crate. I was like, I can't do it. But he was so good. He woke me up. I brought him to the bathroom outside at like 3 in the morning. And then um he came right back, snuggled up right against me, and then that was it. Right, buddy? Right? Yeah, you did great last night. And now you're getting food all over me. So he did really good. I was like surprised I got any sleep last night. Let's just put it like that. And I feel fine. I got enough sleep. I wake up 100 times a night. I don't know. I think it's like something when you get old, you just start waking up like during the night. I don't know. I can't even tell you the last time I actually slept an entire night, like all the way through without waking up. So he's doing well. He sleeps a lot, but he's doing good, right, bud? I can't wait to get this little cup of here. Get off my couches. Don't you bite my couches. He likes biting my couch down here because it has that little, like the cushion has that little uh, piping on the seam, and he likes biting on it. You better not ruin my couches like Snoop did. You better not. Oh, you want to play? So, anyway, yes, Robbie, I got a puppy. You hear him? Puppy barks here. Come here. I'll show you him. Come here. Say hi. Say hi, Cuphead. What are you doing? Just press something. With his little nose. Say hi. Say hi. Good boy. Come here. Look at his little butt. His little Dober butt. Oh, he's so cute. He likes to lick. Probably tasting all my dead skin. Don't mind my couch. It's all messy right now. Hi. Hi. Look how cute he is. Look at that little face. Look at that little Adobe face. Oh, all right. Enough of that. My freaking hair is like disgusting right now. Hi, baby. It's like having a newborn. I swear to God, I've been like, I have to like carry him everywhere. Actually, I thought he couldn't get up the steps because like he's so small. But sure enough, we come home before and he like runs right up the steps. I had to go buy a new crate this morning because the one I have is too big and my husband lost the door. I'm like, of all the things, Chris, that's like the most important part of the of the crate. You lose it. He lost the door. I don't know where it went. I mean, we haven't used the thing in like over 10 years, so I can't blame him. It's gotten buried in the basement. So I bought a smaller one too because they actually say to keep them kind of divided off into like a smaller area so that they don't pee in their area where they sleep. But he didn't sleep in the crate last night. I don't want to like force him into it and make him feel like what? I don't want him to feel like he's like being punished. So I've been like kind of slowly letting him get used to like going in there. And I'm not making this dog neurotic because Snoop was very neurotic. We had no choice though because when we got Snoop, he wasn't supposed to be in an apartment. You were getting so loud. Come here. Come here. He wasn't supposed to be in the apartment. So it was a nightmare. So this guy's you're going to be different. I bought him a new collar and he gets his little cup off in 2 days. Right, buddy? So I'm getting a whole bunch of text messages this morning. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? Well, first of all, I saw it from my own eyes. I'm like scrolling down my feed and I don't follow freaking Tracy. I'm not calling her the truth because nothing she says is the truth. I don't follow this woman. I don't bother this woman. I don't talk about this woman. I don't know why she just can't like I don't know, but whatever. It's her. She could do whatever she wants. At the end of the day, it's YouTube. Like I always say, it's a public platform, and you have every right to discuss whatever you want to discuss. The whole thing is though, I just don't bother this woman. And I don't know what her issue is, with me. If she's still salty about things that happened in the past, like Tracy, move on. I'm over it. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I know I don't want to. No, 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 no. Beefers, you could text me anytime, girl. I'm just saying, like I'm scrolling down, right, and I see that she's live, and there's like, you know how like YouTube now plays like the previews in your stream. So I see that she has I see that there's like a comment on her screen, and I see my name. I'm like, what the hell is this? So I start listening, right? And I'm like, Tracy, seriously? Like, do you ever really, could you just get some, like, at least one thing right? Just one thing. She's like, all judgy wedgy about, and I wasn't even going to address her, but the only reason I'm addressing her is because this is what happens when people like her open her mouth. It causes other people to make issues of things that shouldn't be issues because it's not their lives and it has nothing to do with them, but whatever. Again, I shared it on here. Fine. But now you're going to have all these fucking big mouths coming out of the woodworks, like Donna Baird, but we'll get to that in a second. So I'm like, she's like basically talking about my response to Mama T-Belly yesterday. Okay. First of all, again, Mama T-Belly, somebody I don't fucking bother. I don't have any issues with or never did, but she came into my chat yesterday and made a really fucking rude comment. Okay. I don't do that to people. Let's just get this straight. Like, I would never go into that woman's chat if she does lives. I don't even know if she does. And just leave her a rude comment with my beliefs in it. I understand. And I even brought this up yesterday. I understand that where she lives, I guess she lives overseas. They don't do ear cropping on Dobermans, and they don't do that. It's illegal. Well, here it's the breed standard. That's what the breed standard. It's not for, it is for vanity, but it's the breed standard also. That's what a Doberman is supposed to look like, according to the American Kennel Association or club or whatever the hell it's called. So, a club, right? AKC. So that's the breed standard. When people show dogs, that's what they're supposed to look like. Overseas, it's different. The breed standard is changed. But here in America, the breed standard is for them to have their tails docked and their ears docked. So, or cropped. So that's the breed standard here. Okay. I'm not doing it to make him look mean or anything like that. My other dog, his ears were cropped. I had no control over it. He lived 12 healthy years. I mean, not all of them were healthy because he did get sick at one point in time. But, he lived 12 long years. Okay. He wasn't even supposed to make it to 2. My other dog. I had no control over the cropping in that situation. I got him when he was 8 months old. So he was cropped. I don't know if somebody returned him. I don't know what happened with him before I got him. But he was older when I got him. So he lived a nice long life. His ears never bothered him. We didn't post his ears. So, I'm not necessarily all about the cropping, but I mean the same, I understand that people think it's barbaric, and to be quite honest with you, it does make me feel sorry for the puppies. It does, but it's done when they're so young, just like when you get your kids circumcised. Okay. Like I said yesterday. Now that can be considered and is considered barbaric by certain standards in the world. Some people don't do that. They don't do it in other countries. Here we do. Is it a necessity to do that to your, baby? No. It's healthier, so they say, but it's not necessary. Men have existed for millions of years with uncircumcised penises and been totally fine. So, you're more prone to infections, but they survived. So you just got to take a little extra care. He's crying. Oh my God. I just got a comment on my screen. That's Cork. He's crying because you cropped his ears. I didn't crop his ears, dude. I didn't cut his ears. So that's the other thing to get straight. But this is the whole thing. Miserable people like Tracy, okay, just love company. So she's whining over my response to Mama T-Belly's rude comment. And I'm like thinking, dude, if you're gonna come in my chat, I think everybody knows this by now. If you're gonna come in my chat and leave a rude comment like that, then you should expect to get a rude answer. But she's like, ugh, Makeup Mobster said she was a puppy mill. First of all, I didn't say shit, okay? I didn't know that this woman bred dogs. I didn't even know she had a channel. I don't bother her. I don't pay attention to her. To be quite honest, I didn't even know she was still on YouTube. I haven't really seen her until, what was it, a week or so ago, when she popped up in my comments randomly. My son's circumcision was barbaric. He had to get it redone. Ooh, oh my God. Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, he's crying because he's a puppy. Exactly, Gemini. That's exactly why he's crying. He's crying because that's what dogs do. He's fine, dude. He hasn't even bothered. He hasn't even bothered with the ears, like, at all. He doesn't even like scratch it. He's totally fine. You wouldn't even think. Dogs are a lot different than us, okay? They feel pain differently than us. They they're totally different. I mean, these fucking people are so ridiculous. But anyway, um yeah, so she's like, oh, Mika Mobster saying that she has a puppy mill. Dude, I didn't say that, okay? Somebody in my chat said it. I read their comment, and I'm not going to put that person on blast. If they want to own up to it, they can. But I don't even care, because that doesn't mean she actually has a puppy mill. You know what I'm saying? But the same way that she could sit here and judge me, I could sit there and judge her, okay? Because then I did go look at her channel when I was done, and I'm like, she's got all these puppies running around, and I could sit there and judge you. Did you get your puppies genetically tested? Because, here, that's what we do to be a legit breeder. Are you inbreeding your puppies? I mean, are you making sure you're breeding out? Are you breeding for the betterment of the breed, or are you breeding mutts? I don't even know what kind of dogs they are, to be honest. They look like little fur balls. But like, I don't care. That's her business, okay? I don't care what she does with her puppies and her life. Like, that's her business. But the whole funny thing is that I didn't even make the comment that Tracy was so upset about. I was like, oh, really? She has puppies, a puppy mill. I didn't even know where she lived until I realized that, oh, I think she's overseas. And I understand that people overseas aren't into the ear cropping, but here in America, it's considered the breed standard. So, sorry if you don't like it. If you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. The dog's totally healthy. He's fine. And you don't have to worry about it because it's not your dog. Meet one creator that wouldn't clap back at a rude comment in their chat. Come on, Tracy. Meanwhile, yeah, that's what's so funny, sweet Melissa. During this whole live, people are saying things like, well, I guess you can see your way out of here, so-and-so. Like, Tracy, just get this straight. This is the one and only time I'm going to address you. So, we're not going to get into a back and forth. This is the only time I'm going to address you. Go put more sunscreen on your dog's nose, okay? Freaking dumbass. Yeah, they're done. He was, obviously, his ears were done before I picked him up. Like, I mean, oh my God, he's totally fine. He's running around. He's playing with his bone. He's eating his food. He's drinking his water. He's totally healthy. People do things for vanity reasons all the time. I chop my nose off for vanity reasons. Welcome to America. I guess we're vain, right? With our animals and ourselves. But Tracy's also talking about getting her dog spayed. You know that that's not necessary, right? You don't have to get your dog spayed. I know a lot of people do, especially, with the females, obviously. Well, you can only spay females, but they do because they don't want to deal with the dog having its period, and cleaning blood up and all that nonsense. And they say that it makes it less susceptible. But the person who actually made that a very popular thing was Bob Barker. He's the one who was pushing the spay and neuter thing to help control the pet population. Years ago, people didn't do that. When I was young, my dogs weren't spayed, and my one dog lived until she was 17 and never had a problem. My other dog, we had to get a hysterectomy at one point in time because, she had puppies and stuff. But, that's an unnecessary surgery. And spaying is way worse than neutering because they have to actually cut your dog open and go inside its body. So, it's a personal choice whether you want to spay your pet or not. You don't have to though. It's an optional surgery. It's an elective surgery. So mm, beef reg, yeah, I'm not into dog balls either. I'm not. I don't like the balls. His haven't dropped yet, so I haven't had a look at them. But you know what I'm saying? It's 500,000 dogs get euthanized in US a year. That's a bigger problem. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, there's so many breeds and different dogs that get their ears and tails cropped. Like it's you can have your beliefs. I have nothing against you. Just there's no need for you to come into my comments and share them with me. If you don't like it, then don't buy a dog and don't crop their ears. But don't worry about my dog because he's totally fine. But you know, you can't have anything nice here. That's why. You know, it makes you like regret sharing things with people on here, and that's what it's designed to do, is to make you regret that you know you are happy about something, because there's miserable people out there, and they, you know, they just want to make everybody else feel miserable like they feel. People like Tracy and Cork and Mama T Belly and, you know, all these other clowns in Tracy's chat. Mm. And might I add, I don't want to say her whole entire chat because I know that there was people in there standing up for me, and I think those people, I'm talking about the idiots that were just, you know, saying stupid things like Donna Baird, who's just a fucking nasty troll. I don't think that woman's ever said anything nice to anybody, and ouch in her entire life. You know, what are you doing? You just bit my hip. Chew your bone. Here you go. Good boy. Good boy. You know, now they'll be like, oh my God, he's biting you because his ears were cropped. No, he's biting me because he's a puppy, and that's what puppies do. I don't watch her yet. I happen to catch this live that's being talked about. So this idiot Donna Baird, I don't remember exactly what she said because I can't look at the comment. But it was something about this fucking monkey channel, because like, you know, these idiots have nothing else they could say about me. So let's bring up the monkey channel. So it was something to the effect of like, oh, she says Tiffany has no life, but she said she was gone for months when, you know, whatever, I left for 4 months, but really she was harassing other people. And I'm like, yeah, no, bitch, you need to get your timeline straight. Okay. Because when I left YouTube for months, I left YouTube, dude. I wasn't doing anything. I haven't made a video about that guy in over a year. Okay. Over a year. My call wasn't even a year ago. So you're 100% wrong. I made a video more recently because he started harassing me, but before then, I haven't made a video about that in over a year. Over a year. I think Diana Baird is just jealous because like I can make some bullshit channel and, you know, get views. I don't know. But here's the other difference, okay? Tiffany spends 9 hours a fucking day, okay, over a holiday weekend when most people are out going to the beach, spending time with their families, okay, going on trips. This bitch is on a live for 9 hours plus a day over a whole entire holiday weekend. Mind you, she lives up in the Northeast, just like I do. We have very limited time here where the weather is nice. So most of us like to spend as much time as we can outdoors or doing something with our families, you know, going places, going to the beach, whatever the fuck you like to do outside, because having a barbecue, whatever it is, okay, or cookout as some people call it. um but anyway, you know, that's a lot different than me making a 20-minute video once a month. A year ago, over a year ago. Okay, she spent an entire weekend daily live for 9+ hours a day. We're talking about the same fucking thing that's not helping anybody, that's not doing anything. Okay, that's her life, dude, and it's sad. It's sad. She's obsessing over some fucking text messages for 9 hours a day. To me, that's sad. I mean, again, that's my opinion, but you know, Donna Baird, apparently she's just an asshole, that woman. She called 180 a junkie today. Yeah, she did. I heard. I didn't listen to her. um TM has bled the name Summer Wells dry. Yeah, she has, and continues to. and continues to. What did you think of BB Kimberly? I'm looking forward to this season. I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, whatever. Whatever. I don't like, to be quite honest with you, I really don't care what Donna Baird thinks because I think she's a fucking troll anyway. But she's a miserable troll, but um it's just funny. Why do you care what Tiffany does online? Why do you care what I do? YouTube police. What do you care? Why do you care what I care about? So you're coming in here asking me a question that I could ask the same question to you. What do you care that I care? What is it to you? I don't even know who you are. I don't care what she does online. I'm just saying that it's pretty sad that a young woman who's halfway decent looking is spending her time this way in a manic fucking psychotic state. You know what? If she doesn't want to be judged, she shouldn't do it online where everybody can see it. And she's using a little girl's name. I think that's the most disgusting part. Okay? She's using some poor little girl who's missing her name to make money off of it and profit off of it. So I do care about that. Like many other people here that I also think are equally as disgusting as she is. She doesn't like calling people junkies as she proceeds to call someone a junkie. Tracy is the biggest hypocrite on YouTube. Let's just put it out there. Does she ever do anything new, or does Tiffany still do summer? Well, I mean, for somebody who also said about 30 times that they're not discussing the Summer Wells case anymore, um, she certainly has been spending quite a lot of time discussing it. Not doing anything to help this little girl and the situation. It's all drama. It's drama disguised as true crime. That's what's so funny. Well, these people are like, yeah, I'm in true crime. I left drama. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You just found drama elsewhere. That's all you're doing is you're doing drama in a different place. It's the same shit that you were doing over here, just with different people. You do realize that, right? You do realize that. Tracy's live. Of course she is. Of course she is. She could fuck off. I'm not even responding to her. TM is doing the most to expose someone she supported for a year. Exactly. And that's exactly what she does, Beefers. Look what she did to me. Look what she did to Laura. Look what she did to her buddy MGL. That's what she does, dude. That's her fucking whole game. Look what she did to her dear friend Kim. And then tried doing it to John. And, she's friends with people until they either disagree with her or, whatever the case is, why the friendship ends. And then all of a sudden, they become the worst person in the world. And it's over and over and over and over and over again. It's every single person that she talks to. I don't think she's had one friend that's lasted. So when somebody asks, why do I care not about her. I care about other people that are being fooled by her and fooled into giving her money and thinking that she actually gives a shit about this poor little girl that's missing. Because she clearly doesn't. Here, buddy. Hey, Smokey. The troll ninja. She has no desire to get views off missing babies. Who's that? You're just, first of all, dude, it's your YOU apostrophe RE. Just mad you can't get as many views. I don't care about the views or the truth. Okay, dude. Because she's like getting some huge views, right? Hey, at least neither one showed up naked on a live. Sad dying channel. Oh my god. You're a sad person. Showed up naked on a live. Really, dude? Because that hasn't been used how many fucking times? How many times has that been used? Yeah, I'm real offended by it. Do people really need to find better insults for me? Listen, if I wanted to, but I don't, I could sit here and talk about this missing kid day after day after day and get 800 people or have scam artist PIs on my panel. You know, I could do the same thing. I choose not to. This isn't my life. See, that's where you're not understanding. This is not my life, dude. I have a real life with like real people in it, like friends. I go to parties. I actually interact with other humans, like real humans, not just on, you know, typing. So this is not my life, dude. And it's also not my career or anything like that. I really don't care. But I do have another channel that gets some pretty decent views on it. So I'm jealous of Tracy now too. Oh my God. Come up with something better, dude. I just like, how many times are these people gonna say the same fucking lame ass things? Idiots. She looks better just naked. Oh my God. Thanks, Nana. I mean, oh my God. A naked body. Oh my God. These people, seriously, it really goes to show like the maturity level of some of these people. Like they've never seen a naked person before. Like, how do you know I'm not a nudist? How do you know I don't go to nude beaches all the time? I'm not ashamed of my body at all. You're not going to shame me with my own body because I think I look pretty fucking good for 41 years old. So thank you. I haven't had to fly anywhere and get surgery. Okay. No tummy tucks, nothing. I think I look pretty damn good. I got no stretch marks. So I'm not ashamed of my body at all. But thank you. I think you're just a little jealous. That might be the problem. Oh my God. Anyway. I did hear her passive. Yeah, it was passive aggressive. Somebody in the chat said that he was cute, and she's like, he is cute, but every puppy's cute. Let's just face it. Like, Tracy, I don't care. No offense. I don't fucking look. I don't know what kind of dog you got. I don't care. I don't talk about it. I've never talked about it because I don't fucking care about you. I just don't. I don't pay attention to you. I don't care, Tracy. I don't. Yeah, that's a good thing too, Nana, right? At least I shower. I had to see anyone. I do hate to see anyone naked on the internet. Thank you, girl. I mean, could have been a lot worse. That's what I say. I mean, really. Yes, I do tend to shave my armpits and my legs. I mean, who gives a shit? These people think like I don't. It's like, dude, like that happened to me. I know that it happened. Like, I don't know why they keep bringing it up as if like I'm gonna be like, oh my God. Like, it happened to me. You're not bringing up something that I don't already know about that happened to myself. Thank you, Carla. I think he's stinking cute too. I'm just like, I don't understand why Tracy's even making this an issue. Like maybe Mama T Belly is one of her, you know, supporters who gives her money. I don't know. I don't know if T Bitch is a supporter or anything like that. I really don't know, but like why she was so bothered by this, you know, instead of just being like, hey, you know, I got a dog, whatever. Why is this even her business? You know, like why does she even have to talk about it? I don't understand. I mean, again, she could talk about whatever she wants, but I'm just like, I don't even understand why she's like, are you and T Belly friends or something? Like, what are you even bringing this up for, Tracy? What does it matter to you? I have to ask. I have to wonder what the fuck it even means to her. Yeah, exactly. She needs money for spaying her dog. That's why she's picking a fight with you. Well, Tracy, I can, just like I always do, I will continue to ignore your ass because you're just not, not really somebody I care to fight with or talk to or about, really. Grumpy Grandpa is angry. All she's got is dick underneath the couch. Go kick your dog again, Tracy, and then come judge me, okay? Behind the chat, I have to disagree with fixing a female being elective. I didn't get my dog fixed, and she almost died of pyometra. It's caused elite age from not fixing. And they're going to be behind, but that is a risk that you take. But again, dogs lived for how long and didn't all die from pyometra? I mean, even with male dogs, you don't have to get them neutered. There's no benefit of really getting your dog neutered besides really cosmetic, that you don't want to see their balls hanging out. And they say it calms them down, but I personally, in my experience, don't find that to be true at all. Snoop was no different to me after he was neutered. It's an elective surgery at the end of the day. It's 100% elective. You don't have to do it. So it's a choice. And of course, vets are gonna suggest it because they make fucking tons of money off of it. You know, the vets are gonna give you every reason in the book why you should spay your animal, and it's a business. So, I mean, you don't have to agree with me, but it is an elective surgery. You don't have to do it. There's no requirement for spaying or neutering pets. Doesn't like you don't get like a sign a contract. In fact, the guy that I got, um, the puppy from yesterday, is like totally against it. My weenie dog got that 2 years ago. She had to have emergency surgery, cost a small fortune, but was worth it because she's still here. She was 7. I would have lost my mind if I lost her. No one told me it was a risk, and it would have saved me a lot of money if the vet would have told me to fix her. Well, I mean, listen, anything could happen to your dog, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, your dog could have a variety of illnesses that could cost you tons of money. The whole point is that it's not required to have a dog. Is it at risk? Yeah, but they're at risk for tons of other things too. So they could have kidney problems. They could have hip dysplasia. So I mean, it's still elective at the end of the day, and it's still risky. No, a dog on her period is no fun. I agree with that. Spaying is more expensive than neutering because they actually have to make an incision inside and like move organs out of the way. It's a definitely more risky surgery than when they neuter. Neutering's like 10 times cheaper. Are you not talking to me or do you have me blocked? Oh, she's kidding. I'm like, she's talking to Ash. I'm just like, Tracy, why do you even need to make this an issue? Like, I just don't understand. I don't bother you. Like, why are you making an issue out of this? Are you that fucking bored, Tracy? Go train your dog. Go train yourself to not fucking kick it. And then come fucking judge me about. She's like, well, I had my boxer's ears done and I vowed I'd never do it again. Tracy, you can't afford another boxer, girl. When the fuck are you going to have money? You can't even afford to feed your fucking dog half the time or get it groomed. And you're talking about getting a purebred boxer? Of course you're never going to get a boxer with his ears cropped again because you can't even fucking afford to groom a fucking little dog. Get the fuck out of here. Stupid. What a fucking asshole. I just think I don't get it. I'm like, I don't bother. Tracy to me, she's just like a nuisance. She's like a grumpy old woman who has nothing better to do, like a fucking Gladys Kravitz. She's like peeking through her windows to see what everybody else is doing and then has to talk shit about it. And we all do it. We all gossip on here. I get it. But like, I'm not harming anybody, dude. I'm not ripping people off. I'm not doing anything to hurt anybody. That's what bothers me. And I'm not doing anything especially to hurt her. I'm not fucking using little children and putting their fucking faces on dead candles on candles and trying to profit off of it. I don't do that kind of shit. So leave me the fuck alone, dude. I came on here yesterday to share a happy thing in my life with people. And of course, people like Tracy and Mama T Belly and Cork, have to just make it a miserable thing because they're just fucking jealous. That's really what it comes down to at the end of the day. They hate seeing other people happy, which is why I named this Misery Loves Company, because miserable people just love to bring other people down when they see them happy. That's what they do. Mika Buster, where did you get Ovies? So Ovi comes from Alex Ovechkin, who is a hockey player on the Washington Capitals, and he's like probably one of the best hockey players alive, although a lot of people don't care for him because he's like a nut. He's like a total fucking lunatic. He's there's if you know anything about hockey, right? There's like different kinds of hockey players. Like you have like your Sidney Crosby's, who's also a really good player, but Sidney Crosby is not a aggressive player, you know. Um there's people on hockey teams that are strictly basically put on hockey teams for like defensive purposes. They're like the muscle, basically. So Alex Ovechkin is like a rare combination because not only is he like incredible athlete and he's very good at scoring goals and shit, but he's also extremely strong and very aggressive and like protective of his team. So he's like an all-around good player in that way. And so I felt like with a Doberman, because Dobermans were bred to protect, basically. I thought it was like a good name for him, Ovi. And plus, my son loves him. Yeah, they're called goons. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. They're called goons. So like he's like a rare goon, you know, because he's not only like strong and fucking blasts people into the boards and shit, but and can take a beating himself because he's like a brick shit house. But he's also like really good at puck handling and, you know, scoring goals. I think he's like right behind Wayne Gretzky as far as scoring goals. I don't know if he's like number 3. He's like pretty close to reaching Gretzky's record. Claire is a YouTube goon. Oh my god. Thank you, Bam Bam. Bam Bam loves her doggies. I know that. She loves her little doggies. Bam Bam, you live in the UK. How do you feel? I know it's illegal there to crop the ears and stuff, but people are, you know, making an issue. And I even said that yesterday. That's what bothers me, because if Tracy was actually listening to me yesterday, I actually made it a point to say that in the UK, it's like kind of frowned upon and they don't do it there. It's illegal. So like I acknowledged that for Mama T Belly, that I could almost understand why she feels that way, you know, and that's her opinion. But like, I never said the puppy mill thing, dude. I don't know. I didn't even know the fucking woman had puppies. I don't know if she's running a puppy mill. I have no idea what's going on over there. Like yesterday when I said this shit, I read a comment in my chat and she has to fucking just totally fucking twist it because she can just never, just like, dude, I don't care if you talk shit about me, just get your fucking story straight. That's all. She'd be like, oh my god, I triggered MM. I got nobody else to pick on today. Like, Tracy, I wish you the best of luck with your puppy. Okay? Hopefully you get it to stop chewing your fucking house up and everything. You know? And I'm happy for you that you got another dog. I'm not going to sit here and judge you on how you raise it. Have fun with it, girl. She's so miserable. Just so fucking miserable. The dog couldn't tell her she was not a nice lady as it was. Donna Baird. Donna Baird. I thought Donna Baird was like, I mean, I don't know. She could be a real person for all I know, but I always thought she was a fucking troll because, like, she actually showed up while I was friends with Tiffany still, and she hated both of us. I do remember that. She was not a fan of either one of us. And she used to just come on my channel and just leave like the nastiest comments all the time. And I was like, who the fuck is this lady? I mean, it's weird when you see names come around and they have such strong opinions about you and you've never seen them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, who is this person and how do they know so much about me when I've never seen them? Unless she had another name. But she came here as Donna Baird, and then I don't know, somewhere along the line she became a fan of Tiffany's and not mine. She never was a fan of mine. I don't care. I don't need her to be a fan. I don't want a person like that. Quite honestly, to be associated with me in any way, because she's very nasty. very mean. I don't ever see her say anything positive to anybody. But like, I don't know. I always thought she was a troll from like Molly Golightly or something, but who knows? These people are such fucking flip floppers. It's so hard to keep up with them. They're all over the place. I think I know who Donna Baird is, but I'm probably way off. And like, dude, I think she forgets I was actually friends with Tiffany at one point in time. So when I say this bitch has no life, I'm saying that because like she really doesn't have a fucking life. Like I talked to her personally, I talked to her and I know what she does in her day-to-day life. She doesn't really fucking do much besides go grocery shopping. And I just find it sad, to be quite honest with you. But who gives a shit? Why does Donna watch people hair if she hates everyone she's a fan? I don't know, girl, but she fucking really hates a lot of people. Holy shit. Holy shit. Does she? Like, she wanted attention, she got it. Hold on, I'm just gonna switch over to my laptop because hopefully my internet's working. What's the matter, baby? Bam Bam's World, I'm good. The grandbaby's talking. Hold on. I'm just, it might. Forgot to add myself. Oh, this annoying sound. All right. We good? We're good. Hopefully my internet's working because it was it was not working so good. Hey buddy boy. How you doing, Cuppy? Cuphead. You had me at bear spray. I'll post a pic of Flocky's ass so you can see he's got no tail. His balance is fine. Aw. So the balance thing is kind of obsolete. I know with a lot of breeds, I said this yesterday, but a lot of breeds, they dock the tails to prevent the dogs from injuring themselves because some of their tails are so strong that, when they like repeatedly hit it into things, it could actually injure the tail, and make it more prone to like infections and that sort of thing. Hold on, I'm just running out, so if it gets choppy for a second, I'm just grabbing my coffee mug from my car. I see Hartley just did a video on the truth. Ooh, should we watch it? I think we should. Hold on, let me get my ass inside. It's just like, dude, I don't bother Tracy, man. That's why I just like, I'm like, are you jealous because I got a puppy, Tracy? Like, what's the problem here, girl? And I'm not like one of those people. I think them dogs that mean lady breeds are poodles. The T-Belly? T-Bitch? Hold on. I gotta go grab the little one. She just turned 1 in the face. Dada, mama. Aw. Wait a second. You have a granddaughter, Life Rewinded? Oh my God. You're like way too young to have a granddaughter. So she's breeding. And I don't care what she does. She wants to breed dogs. That's her business. I knew though. I knew that when I, showed him yesterday. I can't say I'm actually surprised because I know that there's people out there that think it's horrible to do that to dogs. I do know that. I'm not stupid. But what are you going to do about it? You know what I'm saying? It's 100% legal to do here. There's nothing you can do about it. So, except for just share your opinion, which, again, there's no need to do. I don't know. I guess I just don't understand, like, the whole fuck off me first. I don't need a dime. Yeah, I'm sure, Tracy. Tracy, stop coming in my chat. Don't block her, but just stop. Why do you have to be so fucking rude to people? You're so mean and miserable. Would you like a link, Tracy? Can we talk? Do you need like some therapy? Get some stuff off your chest, maybe? Some of that anger? I'll let you vent on me. I mean, and by the way, somebody told me, and I don't know if this is like, I didn't hear this with my own ears, though. Not that I think the person that told me isn't accurate, but I don't know the exact wording is probably what I should say. Okay. Um, Tracy was basically saying that at some point in time that her and I don't know why she's going through our whole history, like we are fucking dating or some shit. But like my first interaction with Tracy from my memory, okay, she was basically saying that, I don't know, I had Starlight and Brian on my panel and they were like telling me to block her in the chat or something. I don't remember that. If that happened, it was so insignificant in my life that I don't remember it. Okay. My first interaction with Tracy was, I should have known from that she was going to be a problem, or that she had issues, I should say, because my first interaction with her was her yelling at me in a chat. Okay. I had no idea who she was. I mean, I had seen her around, but like I had never had a conversation with her prior to this. And she was like going off on me in a chat about something that Brian said to her that I wasn't even aware that he had said to her at the time. You know, it was something about, he said something really, and I still to this day think it was absolutely disgusting what he said, and I don't support it at all. But at the time when she was like going off on me about it, I had no idea he had even said this to her. But it was something about her cancer, which to me, dude, cancer is off limits. Like you just don't, there's no need to ever bring up somebody's cancer ever. Okay. Like in a mean way like that. But fine. She's like going off on me. But like I gave her a second chance and I was friendly with her. I don't know what the fuck happened, but you know, Tracy's just I do know what happened. Tracy's one of those people that like if you don't agree with every fucking thing that she says and does, you know, she don't like you. She was like fighting with Laura at the time and I wasn't, you know. And she kept asking me to like give Laura messages for her. And I said, you know, no to her one time. And she didn't fucking like that too much. So she was like, well, it was nice knowing you, make it, mobster. And I'm like, dude, if you want to talk to Laura and you have something to say to Laura, put your big girl panties on and go talk to her. Like, why do I have to be a fucking messenger for you, dude? Why are you getting me involved? I kindly asked her to stop getting me involved in her and Laura's issues. And, you know, she was like a fucking child about it. She was like, well, it was nice knowing you, make a mobster. Simply because I didn't want to get in the middle of her and Laura's issues. And I was like, all right, girl, if you want to be like that, like, I can't. Makeup slaps their sniffs monkey balls. That's a good one. Gee, where are all these trolls coming from? Sniffs monkey balls. Oh, that's funny. That's actually pretty funny. Thanks for the laugh. What the fuck, dude? Oh my god, that's funny. Sniffs monkey balls. Oh my god. I know that this whole monkey thing is coming from Tracy's group. This is how bad these people are at trolling, okay? Like, I've had fucking trolled before and nobody would know who the fuck it was, right? Because I'm actually good at it. I'm actually pretty fucking good at trolling. These fucking people suck at it. They really do. They suck. Because, like, if you're going to troll somebody here, let me just give you a little lesson in trolling, right? If you're going to troll somebody, you should probably only troll that person and not use your troll name and go in the certain chats that you normally hang out in under that troll name, because that really gives away who you are and where you're coming from. And then like call people friends and all this other shit. Like they're just not fucking good at it at all. None of them. Sure, that's how it went down. Like I ever had a problem with telling Laura what I think. All right, Tracy, would you like me to show the text? Because I can. I actually fucking probably still have it. Because I could show it. Would you like me to show it and prove it? Because I can. I mean, I'm not into showing text, but, you know, if you give me permission, I'll show it. I mean, if you don't remember it the same way I do, but I can show the text. Absolutely can. If I have your permission, I'll be more than happy to show it. More than happy to show it. That's how our friendship ended, Tracy. You were salty because you didn't want me to you were salty because I wouldn't deliver a message to Laura for you. You know? And I could prove it. I mean, that's how I remember it. And I'm pretty sure I could prove it. So I mean, whatever. It doesn't even fucking matter. Like, why does it even matter at the end of the day, Tracy? Does it matter? I don't, because to me, it really doesn't. I just thought it was kind of odd the way you went through like our whole history, or at least that's what I was told. I didn't hear it, but you know, I think it was kind of odd because like there doesn't even have to be an issue between us, Tracy. That's the weird thing. I don't have an issue with you. I just don't bother you. I don't talk to you. I don't talk about you. I don't talk to you. I mean, I really don't have an issue with you at this point. I'm not holding on to grudges from a year ago. You know, I feel a certain way about you and I won't, you know, I don't want anything to do with you, but I also don't have an issue with you, if that makes sense. So like, I don't need to fight with you at the same time. If you understand what I'm trying to say. Yeah, T Belly is another just shit talker. Truth that me does that make you a bad person? No, not really. It's a tagline of what we call things in the US. What do you mean post? I firmly believe she's jealous. That would be the only reason she would come in, be so passive aggressive about your new puppy. I mean, Tracy, just be like, I don't know. You just don't know how. It seems to me that you just don't know how to be happy for other people. Like, you know, I didn't say, but while you're in here, Tracy, now I know you're listening. I just asked, I don't care what you have to say about me. You could talk about me all fucking day. Okay. Just get the story straight. I'm not the person who said that Mama T Belly is running a puppy mill. I repeated a comment out of my chat and then I asked, is she, I don't like, because I had no idea what that woman does. I don't pay attention to her. But you're like trying to present it as if like I was stating it as a fact. I didn't even know she had puppies, girl. And like, I don't understand why you even care. And again, you're welcome to come up here and explain it to me. What? No, what are you doing? You can't do that. He's pulling the blanket off his crate. No. I did. I fucking said it. But even if you did say it, does that mean it's true, Hummingbird? Like, whoever said it, like, just because I said that, that doesn't mean it's true. You know? Like, it's so stupid. She's like, I didn't like her reaction. She came in here, Tracy, and left me a rude comment. I mean, I don't know how you would like me to react when people come in here and leave me extremely rude comments like that. There was no need for her to come in here. You know, plus, just to give you a little background, she's the person who I believe pointed Laura to a channel that was doxing me that Laura shared on her channel. Because the day before Laura shared that, Mama T Belly was in my comment section talking about it. You know, and then the very next day, Laura's sharing a channel that's doxing me. So I to be quite honest with you, think that I handled it with some grace compared to how much of an asshole this woman's been to me for no reason. Again, I don't bother her. She was just rude. So, I mean, why is my reaction the problem? My reaction's the problem because you don't like me, Tracy. That's why. If it was the other way around, you would have my back in this situation because you'd be like, well, Make a Monster went in there and left a rude comment, you know? But it's like you just prove all the time that you're not really about what's right and wrong. You're about who you like, who you get money from, who supports you, who you support at the time, and that's it. No. So, Carly, you may need to ask MM. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. What's that? River Marine, it sent me down a whole monkey rabbit hole. I mean, you know, it's nobody's fucking business. But like these people act, I'm not ashamed of my channel. In fact, I'm fucking proud of that shit, dude. First of all, I got a lot of views on that channel. Second of all, and it's not a big channel, Tracy. There's only 8,000 subscribers. So relax there with the fucking big channel shit. It's, I don't know. She was apparently, I didn't hear this part either, but she was apparently talking about my monkey channel. And I'm like, I'm not ashamed of it at all, dude. I'm actually proud of it because number one, my videos are fucking hilarious. Okay. Number two, they're fucking edited good, or at least pretty good for fucking somebody's doing it off their phone. Okay. And I got fucking really good views on it. And there's only like 20 videos on there. I think there's like 25 videos, you know, and I'm pretty proud of it. I think they did a fucking good job. So like bringing it up, making me trying to feel ashamed or embarrassed about it, like I definitely don't, dude. I'm actually pretty fucking proud of it. Yeah, and the guy was abusing the monkeys, like torturing them. So, you know, they're like, she's harassing a guy. No, dude, I'm harassing an animal fucking abuser who was like legit fucking just scaring the shit out of monkeys for no reason, just taping shit to their fucking heads for no reason. Fucking holding them by their necks while he bathed them incessantly. I mean, there's no need to bathe any animal multiple times a day using 2 types of soaps that's like really irritating to their fucking skin. Squirting water in their face where you can clearly see they're like uncomfortable and they're like choking, and he just like keeps throwing water right in their fucking faces. Like, trust me, I am not the only person that thought this guy was a piece of shit. Just go look in the comments on my other channel and you'll see that there was so many people that fucking felt the same exact way I did. Because it's when you watch an animal getting tortured like that, it's kind of distressing to most people who actually care about animals, not just the ones who pretend they care. So I don't care what kind of animal it is. I can't watch that kind of shit. It's distressing. Let me pin this. Thought you didn't like the word junkie, Tracy. You sure went off on Laura about it. Sure did. I remember that. The monkey channel is good stuff. It is good stuff. It's fucking hilarious. I think it is, you know. I mean, I used to laugh while I was editing this shit. The guy was really so crazy. He was fucking crazy. But, you know, this is coming from somebody who fucking kicks their dog. So, I mean, apparently Truth called 180 a junkie. Yeah, and she's spreading. Here's the other thing, Tracy. Here's the other thing. What am I lying about, Tracy? Tracy, do you want a link? Because seriously, you're ridiculous. Here's the other thing, Tracy. Still hasn't answered if she wants me to share that text message. But anyway, I hope she's happy. She's getting the attention she wanted today. Here's the other thing, Tracy. Fuck, I totally just lost my train of thought. Truth, you most certainly did say that. Listen, you're not going to lie, though. That's the one thing that ain't going to happen here. But if you want to talk, I have no problem talking to you. Leave 180 the fuck alone, dirty. I mean, you shouldn't say that. And then, that's what I was going to say. She said, like, somebody's like, oh my God, Dave the fisherman died. And I'm like, what? And then she's like, oh, I heard that. And I'm like, no, see, that's the kind of shit that you don't just share because you heard. Because that's dangerous. You don't share that. I don't know if that link's going to work, but Tracy, one thing you're not going to do up here, though, is curse out people in my chat, okay? Please come up here and please respect the people in my chat. If you're just going to start screaming your head off, like, don't even bother. Please come up here and try to act like a grown woman. Because I could act like a grown-ass woman and talk to you like a normal person. And I don't want to hear about Starlight because this has nothing to do with her. No, crazy Gemini. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why she said that. Hello?
Hello?
What's up, Tracy?
Okay, first of all, the fact that Dave the Fisherman, this has been going around for months. So I don't know where you've
Oh,
been.
well, Tracy, again, I don't spend every waking second of my life on here. So,
Yeah, me neither.
okay. I,
Secondly, I said in my live, I said something about 180's junkie ass. And then I
okay.
made it very clear that I was not referring to drugs.
So, what's that? What other meaning is there for junkie then?
Well, it's just like if I called you a dickhead or something like that.
Mm, all right.
Well,
I
I mean, you
don't know.
don't have
That's a
to agree
stretch.
with it. I don't care. But that's
Okay.
it'd be if I looked at my brother and said, get your junkie ass over here and help me do this. He
I,
ain't a junkie. He ain't a drug abuser.
I mean, but there's a million other words you could use in place of that. You know what I'm saying? Like that most people, I would say the majority of people associate that word with somebody who uses drugs. And so I've never this is the first time in my life I've heard it used as like an insult in the way you're saying, like dickhead. Like, I've
Okay,
never
well,
personally used it that
maybe
way, but I'm
it's different where I'm from than where you're from.
okay.
Because
All right, fine.
I don't hear grown women running around calling people dog either. But
Call
that's your
what?
thing.
Wait, what'd you say? I didn't hear that.
I said I
Dalby?
don't normally hear grown women running around calling people dog either, but you do that.
Me? When have I called people dog?
You have are you going to sit here and say, Makeup Mobster, that you have never gone live and said, what's up, dog, or something like that?
Tracy, yeah, that's like a saying. You've never heard dog, dude.
Okay,
Did
that's
you
what I
watch
just
Paint My
said.
Ride or anything? You
So
know,
is junkie ass.
I don't think that's the same thing, though, girl. I think it's a little different.
Of course you do. You're not going to agree with me on anything, Makeup Mobster.
No, Tracy, I actually would agree with you. I see you have Tracy, you have this like preconceived notion of me. I would agree with you if I actually thought you were right. In this situation, I just don't, I don't know. I just never heard somebody say that. I didn't say I disagree with you, but I just said I never heard somebody say that use that in the way that you're saying that you use it, because I happen to know that there was a time where Laura used the word and you freaked out about it.
Because
So
she was using it in a manner talking about my son who has
So
a
you're
drug
saying
problem.
it's the context, okay? So, but here's
Yes,
the thing:
ma'am.
what if you didn't know that your son had a drug problem at that time when she said it? And trust me,
Okay,
I'm not
well,
the her. I'm just giving you a
I
hypothetical.
understand. I understand. But
Okay,
considering the fact that I've talked about my son's drug addiction on here on
okay,
many occasions, and
right.
anybody that knows me or that's ever listened to my
You're cutting out, Tracy. She cut out.
bad about your puppy, I
I'm
even
sorry.
said I had a boxer years ago and I chose to get his ears cropped. I
Mm,
chose that.
okay.
Now, it's not something I would do again, only because it was such a headache because I worked and
Hmm.
he kept managing to get them torn out and all of that. It's just not something. He was not a show dog. I
Oh,
wasn't going
so
to breed him. I wasn't, none of
okay.
that.
Well, his ears being cropped wouldn't have anything to do with breeding him because that's not a genetic trait that's going to pass through. But so you're not doing it because you're against cropping. You're doing because you're saying this because it's an inconvenience to you,
I'm
more so.
saying I can't get on you for doing it because I've done it.
Okay. Well, it kind of sounded, from the very little that I heard, you were kind of like getting on it, and I don't know if you heard me, but I kind of acknowledged the fact that I understand that where this woman's from overseas. I don't know exactly where she lives. I don't know if she's in the UK or, wherever, what part of the UK she's in, if she's in the UK, but I understand that it's frowned upon there. I talked about that yesterday, but I guess you didn't hear me saying that. The other problem I had is that I'm not the person who made the comment about
No,
the
no, you're right. You didn't.
but you
Uh,
presented it to everybody like I did.
oh
You know what I'm
no, no,
saying?
no, no. I made it clear that Hummingbird Brown made the comment, you read it, and then after you read it, you had a few words to say about something else, and then you went into, does Mama T Belly really run a puppy mill?
But that's a question, Tracy. That's not me stating it factually that she actually does. I don't know what she does. I didn't even know she had a channel or had puppies yesterday when I said this. I was being informed right at that moment when you heard that.
So you were offended, and you have to admit you were kind of offended that Mama T Belly used her opinion about the cropping of your dog's ears, even though you didn't even do the cropping. The breeder obviously did.
Yeah. Well, the breeder didn't do it. Somebody else did, but
Right. They had it done prior to you picking him up.
mm-hmm.
And you took offense to what Mama T Belly said.
But it was the way she said it. I don't care. It's her opinion, and she has a right to that. And I understand that people think that. I know that. I am not stupid. I have I've had this now my second Doberman, so I understand how people feel about that. It was the way she came into my chat extremely rudely, okay, and the way she said it to me, because there was no fucking need for it. And then she had to bring up I don't know, she said something else, something with the monkey channel, which has absolutely nothing to do with anything. So I mean, I don't know why you people think I'm like offended by that, because I'm not. I'm actually proud of it and think it's fucking awesome. So like bringing it up and
Well, I thought I heard you say it was a small channel that makes fun of this dude who abuses his monkeys.
That's exactly what it is. It's a
There's
small
8,000 members on it. I mean, 8,000 subs. That's not a small channel.
Tracy, that's a small channel. Anything under 100,000 subs to me is a small channel.
Okay. All right. Well, then we look at channels differently.
I mean, you got to look at the ratings on Social Blade. It's like a C rating. That's not high. That's not a high rating.
Hey, I got a C plus at one time.
It does well. It has a lot of views for 8,000 subscribers, but I don't consider that a big channel. But who cares either way if I consider it a big channel or not? You know, like it was something that I did. I didn't think anybody here would have an interest in it, you know, so I never shared it here, but I'm not ashamed of it. I just never chose to share it here because I'm like, there's enough bullshit going on in this community.
I'm really curious about it.
Well,
I don't agree. I don't agree with keeping domestic animals or wild animals as domestic animals.
Either do I. That's why, you know, I spoke about some of the things, the lies that the guy was telling. I mean, he was scamming people and lying to people about these monkeys. I don't agree with that. So, you know, I called his ass out. You know, but you have people in your chat are like, oh, she's harassing people. Assholes like Donna Baird, who's just a miserable bitch, coming in your chat saying that like I'm harassing him. She don't even have her timeline right. Like nothing's right.
It's okay, like, Donna Baird's a miserable bitch while Misnomer sits in your chat.
What?
Misnomer is one of the most miserable bitches.
Stop with the whataboutisms, man. I'm not talking about. Why are you bringing Misnomer into this?
Why are you bringing Donna Baird?
Because she said something about me.
And Misnomer's sitting here talking about me.
She was spreading misinformation in my chat, but okay, but I'm not talking about Misnomer. You can have your opinion. Misnomer, to be honest with you, Misnomer's been nothing but kind to me, always. I've seen her be kind to a lot of other people. I've never seen Donna Baird be nice to anybody, ever.
Donna's always been nice to me, so.
All right, well.
I guess it's to each their own.
It sure is. I mean, you know, people are going to be, but I don't see Misnomer ever being miserable. I don't think I'd ever describe her as that.
She just said earlier that I'm jealous of your dog.
Okay.
Have you seen my dog?
I haven't
been jealous of anybody's dog.
Tracy, I don't, you know, no offense. I don't pay attention to you. Like, I don't. As long as me and you aren't fighting, I don't like, I don't watch you. I don't pay attention to you. I don't even know what kind of dog you have. I have no idea. I know that your other dog, you know, passed. Sorry to hear that. You know, I know exactly what you went through. I just went through it myself. I did hear you got another dog. I have nothing. Like, that's it. That's as far as I know.
Okay. Well, you know the little Bernedoodle that you said was so cute?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my dog is very similar to that. She's a sheepadoodle.
Oh, all right. Well, I didn't even know that. I never seen it. I have no idea what it looks like. I don't know what color it is. I don't know if it's a guy, a boy, a girl. I have no idea. No idea.
And why is it so funny that I put sunscreen on her nose?
I don't know, dude, because it's just weird. I've never heard of that before, but I
Well,
mean,
because you have dobies who have dark skin.
well, again, I don't know. I didn't know your dog didn't have. I don't know. I don't know what its nose looks like, so I don't know why you did that. I
Well,
didn't
it's
know your dog
big and
had a
white,
sunburn.
and
What?
it's big and it's white. And when she goes swimming in the lake, the hair on it parts and it turns pink.
Oh, well, that's not good.
I swear, man, our chats are so opposite.
Yeah, they are. They sure are. I just like I just didn't understand what the whole point was today. That's all. I don't understand what the whole
I was just defending the fact that Mama T Belly does not run a puppy mill.
Okay, I didn't know that. I don't know. I didn't even know she had puppies at all.
And 180, I did not call you a junkie. I called you a junkie ass. And I made clear as soon as I said it that it had nothing to do with drugs.
But Tracy, you have to understand how that's going to be taken by somebody who okay, he's been very open on here about his issues with prescription pills. I don't even know 180 that well, okay, and we didn't get along in the past, but I know enough to know that I've heard him actually talking about
Okay,
it.
well, I can promise you on Lolly's little soul that I've never heard 180 talk about having a drug problem.
Oh, he's talked about it a lot on here. That's why, I mean, you saying that about him, that's why everybody's like up in arms about it, because now if you look at it and somebody said that about your son, you would be very upset about that, so he's been very open about his issues with prescription pills in the past. So now
okay, I'll change it. I apologize to 180. He's here in the chat. I didn't mean to call you a junkie ass. I should have just stuck with the word dickhead.
Great. Yeah, probably. It's not even the word, Tracy. I think it's the fact that people have the hypocrisy, okay? Because they've seen you go, ballistic about it in the past because it's been used towards your son. And then for you to even use the word, just keep it out of, like, they're looking at it, like, just keep it out of your vocabulary. Like, you shouldn't even use that word if it's something that upsets you, no matter how you're using it.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't connect. If I ride by somebody's house and their yard is full of trash and I say it looks junky, I'm not going to feel bad about that.
But Tracy, that's totally different than junk. Okay, is like a thing. When you were describing somebody with an adjective as a junkie, that's totally different. When you're saying the house looks junky, that means the house looks like trash. But when you're describing a person using that same terminology, it's always taken as if you're calling that person a drug addict, and a dirty one.
Gwen, don't bring up the R word because it gets used here.
The R word, I really don't use that, Tracy. I really try not to use it because I
know you tried not to, but you have.
Lori uses it all the time, but I mean, I really try not to. Yeah, I've admitted that. I mean, but the fact that I know it offends people, I do not use it.
B Fergs, what makes you think, hey, B Fergs, what makes you think, because me and you, B Fergs, never had a problem. As a matter of fact, we've always been very nice in emails and everything. What makes you think I can't afford to get my dog spayed?
Get. What's the R word? You know what it is, Starlight.
Yeah. What makes you think that I can't afford to get my dog spayed?
And Tracy, why did you even, I'm just curious because I didn't hear it, but why did you even bring up 180? Like, did he do something to you today? Like, to even
No, actually someone in my chat brought him up.
But Tracy, haven't you been hanging, can I just listen, I'm not trying to fight with you, but haven't you been hanging around like in Wendy V's Discord with the RDA guys and shit? Like, because those guys say the most fucking horrible shit that I've ever heard anybody say out of anybody.
No, number one, if you know me and the RDA people, first of all, they're rarely in Wendy V's Discord.
But you're friendly with somebody.
Oh, no. When you see me and the RDA in the same chat, Ross tells me to go smoke another cigarette. I tell him to go eat another D, and that's about the extent of our conversations.
Oh, all right. Well, and now what about you're cool with Brian again? or not again, I should say. You're cool with Brian. You know, he says some horrible shit. I mean,
Well, I'm not cool with Brian, but I'm not
you're not cool. I can't. You're cutting out.
off and on, off and on, off and on. Not you. I'm not saying you.
What? Wait, I'm sorry, I missed that. You cut out. What'd you say?
People here in the chat that's made friends with Brian.
There's people in the chat that have made friends with Brian. Yeah, I'm not. I listen. I don't even want to talk about him. I'm just asking because I've seen people. Hold on a second. Let me grab my phone. You know, I don't even want to talk about him. I like to avoid him at all costs. But I'm just saying, like, I just don't understand why 180 was even brought up, you know, in that sense. And I'm not, listen, him and I, you know, we don't have like a relationship or anything like that. I'm not mad at him. I'm just saying. I don't understand why you even, you know.
Yes, misnomer. I'm jealous of Makeup Mobster. Yes, I am. I lay in bed at night and wish of all the people in the world I could be, it would be Makeup Mobster. That's
a little extreme, Tracy.
Well, I mean, I'm just agreeing with misnomer or whoever just said that.
I'm the last.
Yes, it was Nomer.
I want to be honest with you, but
look, I'm done with this. Like I said, I don't care that you dog's ears are cropped. I did it. I'm not going to sit here and crack on you for you having a dog with cropped ears when I personally made the decision, took him to the vet, and had it done.
The way you made it sound yesterday, just being honest, because I did hear that part, and the way you made it sound yesterday, get off of that, was like, you're like, well, I would never do that again. You didn't like get into why. So you made it sound like it's something that you're like, you know, you've done in the past, but you're against it now, you know, but you didn't really make it clear why. You know, hearing your explanation today, I didn't take it that way at all. I didn't take it, oh, she's not doing it because it's an inconvenience to her. I took it because it
is painful to the dog. I just wouldn't do it. I've changed my mind about it.
Well, so is getting them spayed and so is getting them neutered, and that's not necessary. I mean,
but it is a health benefit to get your dog spayed and neutered.
Well, that's debatable.
And I don't want unwanted puppies running around. And God forbid my dog got out of the gate and another dog got a hold of her. I mean, I'm just trying to protect myself and her.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that. I'm just saying that it's painful, probably more painful than the ears being cropped because they have to do it when they're older. So, you know, when your nerves aren't the same as when you're older, right? And then
I'm sure spading and neutering is painful.
Yeah. So
to me, it's not cosmetic. To me, there's health benefits.
Well, yeah, you're right. It's different for females mostly. Yeah, there's health benefits, but it's far more risky than, you know, cutting their ears off. I mean, but like I said this morning, you know, you circumcise your kid. I don't know if he is or not, and I don't care. I'm just saying a lot of people do, and that's really a purely cosmetic thing too. You know, so I mean,
what's cosmetic?
When you circumcise your kid, your baby. When you get a circumcision?
Well, I chose to do that out of cleanliness.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it's not necessary again.
No, it's not necessary. But I chose to do it out of cleanliness.
I mean, it's more attractive if you want to look at it like that. But yeah, cleanliness. But I mean, you know, human beings have survived millions of years. Well, not millions of years because we haven't been on the earth for millions of years, but hundreds of thousands of years, you know, without having to do that. So,
look, I wish you the best of luck with your dog. I really do. I know you're in for a rough couple months. It's a puppy. It is what it is. I don't have anything against your dog. I don't have anything. It's my personal choice that I wouldn't crop ears again. But I haven't gotten a dog that is even a breed that would have cropped ears since I've had my boxer.
But right, you wouldn't crop ears because you said that it was basically an inconvenience for you before.
It was an inconvenience to me and it was painful to the dog.
Well, you didn't say that before. You just added that now, but.
And I wanted that same look about my boxer. I wanted that, you know, I think the ears cropped and standing up is just a much cleaner, nicer look.
And I agree. Listen, my other dog had his ears cropped. I didn't post them. His ears were flopped. I had no control over that at all because I literally got him when he was 8 months old and his ears had already been cropped. I didn't even, discuss it with anybody. But it is the breed standard and I don't have to compete to, want the breed standard. I paid a lot of money for my dog. I want him to look like what he's supposed to look like as far as the breed standard goes here. So
Hummingbird, I didn't say you were up Laura's ass. I said you was up Makeup Mobsters. Get it right.
wait a second. Hold on a second, Tracy. Just because I'm we're good friends, right? She's one of my best friends on here, right? On YouTube. Why does that mean she's up my ass? Like you and
because she goes around in white nights for you like she's your girlfriend.
Tracy, what do you think your friends do? What do you think Tawanda used to do when I don't know if you're still close with her, but when you and Tawanda were close, you guys, she did the same thing. When you were close with Laura, you used to go around on white night for Laura all the time.
Yes, and if somebody said that they were up my ass or I was up their ass, it wouldn't be that big of a deal that I would be sitting in a chat typing in capital letters telling me to come for them.
Okay, here. I just want to listen to this clip. Hold on. It's kind of fast, hard to hear. Hold on.
Everybody knows that I'm the mother of an addict, and my life is, I'm really struggling with that right now.
Yeah, she hasn't.
I have a hard time with it.
I've already said it at that point. You need to back it up.
I don't like the addiction shaming. I don't like it done to anybody.
So you're aware of what you said?
Yeah. Of course I am. Yeah. I'm not that far gone yet.
Everybody knows that I'm the mother of an addict, and my life is, I'm really struggling with that right now.
I don't know. It's cut out, so it's kind of hard to hear, but I mean.
I said his junkie ass. I said something to the extent of his junkie ass turned on me again.
And by the way, just to let you know, Hummingbird hasn't been on YouTube like at all. Like she's literally only comes in my chat, and that's because again, we're BFFs over here, so we talk every day.
Well, Hummingbird's the one that started the rumor that Mama T-Belly runs a puppy mill.
See, but it's not a rumor, though, Tracy.
It is a rumor. It's just as much of a rumor as what you just said I started.
What?
You just said I said something. What was it that I said that you said, you see, Tracy, that's something you shouldn't say on here.
Oh, with Dave, the fisherman, yeah.
Oh, okay. Everybody has known for months that the rumor has gone around that he is deceased.
I didn't know that. Put a 1 in the chat if you heard that rumor. I just want to see how many people knew about this alleged rumor, because that's a pretty serious one, Tracy. Let's just be honest. Somebody's death versus, somebody's opinion saying that they're running a puppy mill, okay, in a chat is a little different. I mean, let's just be honest here. Put a 1 in the chat if you've heard that.
Alex heard it. Hartley heard it.
I never heard it, so I didn't know.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to shock you. I wasn't saying it to.
I mean, that's that's a little
shock
different.
Value. Sorry, I'm measuring out dog food for the trip. There's 1 day, 1 feeding, 2 feedings. All right, I'm getting off here.
All right.
Don't really. Well, I'm not going to say I don't care because that sounds mean.
Well, if it's the truth, Tracy, then it is the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'll be honest with you, I don't fucking care either. So I just don't. Don't understand why we're even, like at this point. Whatever you do, what you want to do. I don't care if you talk about me. Just get your story. Well, yeah.
Yeah, same with you. Just get your story straight. That's
I do get my story straight.
No, because you repeated the fact that Mama T-Belly runs a.
No, Tracy, go back and listen because I did not repeat the fact.
Yes, you did.
I asked.
You read it and then you said it.
No. I asked her. I said she runs a puppy mill, like question mark. I can't repeat something as a fact when I didn't even know she had puppies. Like, I mean, you need to go back and listen to it. But even if I did say that, that woman's an asshole anyway, so she probably fucking
And
deserves it.
just like people saying I called 180 a junkie,
Well, you
they
did
must
call
have
him a junkie, though.
misunderstood the
No,
way it
nobody
was meant.
misunderstood that, Tracy. You called him a junkie. That's pretty cut and clear there. I mean, you can say what you want now and backpedal and say that, oh no, I meant it like this, but it's pretty widely known that when people use that word, they're calling them basically a dirty drug addict, so it's I mean, I don't really know. I don't know what to say. Just have a nice day and enjoy
You
yourself.
too. All right. See you around the tubes.
All right. I don't know what the fuck to say, dude. I just don't. I tried. That's not the same situation, in my opinion, personally. Not the same. It's not the same. I think it just really came down to she had nothing to talk about, and she just had to fucking bring up some shit that had nothing to do with her, and that's it. Yeah, she called him a junkie, and then she got called out on it, and now she's backpedaling, saying, "No, I meant it like dickhead." Like that's not. I To me, that's not. I've never heard the word used that way, and I'm not buying it. I'm just not buying it. But I will thank her for having an adult conversation and not screaming at me like I've seen her do in the past. But come on, Tracy, come on. She's like enjoying it a little. If I could see through my screen right now, the duper's delight is all over her fucking face right now. She's like, I started some shit. You know what I'm saying? I think she's kind of enjoying this. I really don't like poodles. 2 strikes. Is that what I thought she said? I don't remember what kind of dog she said. I honestly wasn't paying that great of attention. She's offended by a word that I'm not offended by, nor will I ever be offended by. I'm sorry, I'm not a big crybaby. It's and listen, the word doesn't personally offend me, but like I think that for other people, when they see somebody who makes such a big deal about things like this, turning around and then like insulting people, that's the problem. It's not really about the word so much as it is about people just being like, what the fuck? Like, you fucking got so upset about the use of that word and then you go and use it on other people. And I also don't buy, no offense, but 180, you've been pretty open about, your past, so for her to say she's never heard that, I don't know about that. That's a stretch. That's a little bit of a stretch. It's the hypocrisy. It's exactly what it is. That's what gets people upset. That's what gets people upset. She called Monique a catfish. Why? I missed that. Oh, Tracy, dude, I can't. I just fucking can't. Who cares about Mike Brown's bunny suit, Tracy? It's from a fucking movie, girl. It's from. Oh my God. Girl. You got to stop using things that people like openly share on here and laugh about against them as a thing. That's it's only with 15 filters. Ay, ay, ay. I didn't just abuse pills. I used the fuck out of cocaine, as did many people here. 180, as did not myself, but many people here have shared their issues with drugs, and like it shouldn't be. It's the gaslighting for me. Just facts. I think that's how a lot of people feel. It's the fucking the gaslighting. All right, hold on. Let me grab my phone. Ugh. This dog's so good. He's just sitting here like listening. Like, who are all these crazy people? And yes, he could hear even through his cropped ears. All right, hold on a second.
Yeah, it was uncalled for. It was totally uncalled for. It was actually, what's her name that used to be up Laura's ass? Hummingbird.
There you go. So she just sat up here and said, "No, I didn't say Laura's ass. I said make Mobster's ass." And now there you go. Play the whole clip. What else needs to be said? That was the issue. I met a lady who owned a tropical fish store. Oh my god, she had a giant hole in her nose from snorting cocaine. That's fucking gross, dude. That's fucking gross. Ugh. Fucking gross. I think that was the issue. So I don't know what more of the clip needs to be played. See if you could borrow Laura's Comebacks book. Oh my god, dude. You know what's so funny? I had to look the book up, right? I had to look it up. And the comebacks are so fucking lame in that book. Hold on, let me see if I can find it again. Cause this shit was so fucking horrible. It wasn't even like I'm like, really? I would be embarrassed to say that to anybody. Hold on a second. What the hell is it called? Comebacks and insults or something? I had to look it up. I mean, I'm fucking nosy as fuck. Comebacks and insults. Yeah. Let me see. Like it was I'm like, really? Like I would never fucking say this to somebody because I'd be embarrassed to actually say this. You know how you could see the little preview of the book on Amazon? Hold on. For all occasions too, not just for some occasions. This is for all occasions. Let's see if we can find. Yeah, here. Like I don't know of any specific situations where I'd ever even use any of these comebacks. Hold on a second. Misnomer. First of all, you're not miserable. I forgot to. I didn't want to cut Tracy off while she was talking, but you're not miserable, girl. But yeah, whatever. Take it with a grain of salt. Actually, take it with a whole fucking shaker of salt. You're like one of those idiot savants, except without the savant part. It's like, but ching. Did you take the short bus to school? Yeah, that should go over on this platform well. That comeback. Did you take the short bus to school? That should go over well. I hope she uses this one. Ignorance can be cured. Stupid is forever. Like this is so fucking corny and stupid. I don't even know why would you buy this. And then it says not book smart. I wish I were as smart as you think you are. Is that really like what is this? Is that a comeback or an insult? I'm an insult. I'm fucking confused here. If you can't pronounce it, don't say it. I was like, holy shit, we could use that one on Laura. We could use that one on her. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to use so many syllables. But I'm ching. Really? You could care less? Again, that's something that Laura always says. I could care less. All right. Good thing you're not letting your education get in the way of your ignorance. Again, something that could probably be used on her. You really earned that BS degree, didn't you? Again, it's like this is almost like the book of insults that were used against her at one point in time. Don't let the facts get in the way of your opinions. Where'd you hear that? On a blog? That's what she pretty much uses all the time to. Anyway, you should get a refund on that college education. Like, dude, these are the worst fucking insults. Dumb to the roots. The time-honored dumb blonde joke dates to the 1925 publication of Anita Loos's novel Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. The book showcased Laura Lee, I guess, a ditzy gold-digging blonde who is actually pretty smart. After a lesser-known 1928, like, what is this? I don't even know. I'm bored already reading that. Okay, let's see. More comebacks. You're like one of the... Oh, wait, we read that one already. Hold on. Wait, it shows the same page. Like, how stupid. Oh, all right. For God's sakes, eat a sandwich. Okay. Backhanded compliment. Some of the most effective insults come in the form of compliments. The recipient will first be flattered, then insulted. A deft 1-2 punch. Comments such as, you lost so much weight. and your hair looks prettier today sound like a praise, but the insult, you were so fat and your hair usually looks awful, lurks just below the surface. These Trojan horse insults appear harmless, but will have the desired effect nonetheless. Dude, like if you need a book for this, you just probably shouldn't insult people ever. For God's sakes, eat a sandwich. Oh, I didn't see you were turned sideways. Did you ever have boobs? If you were drowning, I'd totally toss you a Cheerio. I'd never been attracted to the 12-year-old boy look. What size is less than 0? You must use a Band-Aid as a maxi pad and chapstick for deodorant? What? That is the dumbest shit I ever heard. So what are you saying? I don't get it. I don't get what the fuck that even means. Yellow makes you look like a number 2 pencil. This is so stupid. You don't even weigh enough to give blood. Bitch. Bitch? That's it? Just bitch. Okay. Short. Are you what they call a little person? You're so short your hair smells like feet. This is so bad, dude. Like, please don't ever use any of these. Oh my God. This thing got 369 fucking ratings. I need to see what it says on here. Hold on a second. I need to make an insults and comeback book to this fucking book. It's so bad. Let's see what the reviews say. I'm just curious now. I bought this little comedic book for long distance text message sparring with my older brother. He is very quick-witted and always has great funny insults, and I have trouble competing with him. That's sad. Oh my God, dude. I can't believe people actually fucking buy this book. Wait a second. This person's name is Perplex. No, I'm just kidding. It's not as big as I expected it, which is fine. If anything, it adds character. I'm getting this from my brother because he has one comeback and it's getting old. All right. See, now in this case, I like this lady here, Miss Lacey, Mrs. Lacey. She's like fucking telling, she's using the book in the way it should probably be used. Okay. Because it should definitely not be fucking used seriously. She's actually using it because she's using the book as a comeback, as an insult to somebody. That's how this book should be used. And I shouldn't even give Laura that out because that's probably what she'll say. She'll be like, oh, I was buying it for somebody. But no, we know that doesn't happen. But this woman, I give props to because she's like, this book is so stupid. So I'm helping out somebody who sucks. And I like that. So good for you, Mrs. Lacey. Let's see. It came in blue, not orange, which was disappointing because I really like the orange. I bought it with full intent of it being an orange. Oh my God, this person's upset about the color. No wonder why they have fucking Karen over here. Even though a number of these insults and comebacks are somewhat dated and as a result cheesy, yes, they are, Raymond Parker. Overall, they are funny and quite a few are clever. Although this book is purely meant as entertainment, there are a few nuggets you can memorize and unleash at any given appropriate time. Great book, but I have a very dry personality, so it was hard to find comebacks that fit me. Other than that, it was great. Lots of powerful one-liners. I don't know, dude. I just I've never fucking needed a book of insults and comebacks. That is so fucking lame. But that's me. I'm not as quick-witted as some, but I mean, I'm all right. I definitely don't need a book to teach me how to do that. But those were pretty horrible. Come on, Hartley, don't start picking on me because I asked a question. Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea. There's a monkey named Sweet Pea. He's adorable. Though. What's the question? Is it a question for me? Where did the bunny suit one come from? Mike, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Who cares about I don't get how people try to even use that as an insult. It's like, dude, first of all, if you know the bunny suit, right? That pink bunny suit, it's from a movie, like a cult classic Christmas movie. It's like Like people who appreciate that kind of shit appreciate the pink bunny suit, dude. They appreciate it. Like myself. Like I would never be like, oh my God, this guy has a pink bunny suit on. Because I appreciate the meaning behind it. All right. I missed Sweet Pea's question. So if somebody could help me here. She wanted to know why you were picking on Laura. Oh, I'm not picking on Laura. I'm not picking on her at all. I'm just saying that somebody brought the book up and I said I had to look at it. I'm not picking on her. I mean, I do think it's kind of lame that she needs a book, for comebacks. I mean, that's pretty lame. That shows me that it really does bother her, though, what people say about her, because I've said it, and I'm sure, I've heard other people saying it. Like, dude, you gotta start get us the source or something. All her comebacks are the same. I think it was actually me who said that. Wait a second, it was me who said that. Because they are. It's always the same shit. It's always like, people are jealous of me. Whatever. They're jealous of me. They must be obsessed with me. And all the same comebacks all the time. Whenever anybody criticizes her, it's always the same comebacks. So I guess she felt like she needed a book, which just shows me that, my words and other people's words do affect her. Like, for real. Cornball. Yeah, so to answer your question, Sweet Pea, I'm not picking on her. I'm just like, it's lame, dude. It's not really picking on her, I wouldn't say. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question. For real. Go on with your bad self. Have a seat. It's the same ones. You're so jelly. Yeah, I don't punch down. Whatever. I only punch up. It's the same shit all the time. Everybody's jealous. Everybody's obsessed. I have a stalker. This one's stalking me. That one's stalking me. Even though I put this shit out on a very public platform in a community that's known for like rat people. You know what I'm saying? For the same fucking reason. Did you hear her yesterday how she needed to speak with Kurt to be able to solve this case and decide whether he's a part of it? They speak like they are entitled to question people of interest. Who is that? Who's Kurt? For real. I don't know. I didn't listen to her. I didn't even know she was live yesterday. I was kind of busy. Shut up, you're a nobody. Yeah, it's the same shit. Hey, Ditterbug. Your mom. These teens have no idea. Oh my God, that's funny. I don't know, dude. Those kind of things to me are just like blah blah blah. Well, since Laura is above all and watches no one, why would it matter what we say? Well, why would you also need to have comebacks if you aren't in the drama anymore? You know what I'm saying? And you don't respond to anybody. Why would you even need a book that, to help you out in that area? I mean, just doesn't really make so much sense. Negative energy candles. God bless her. Oh, well, I probably shouldn't say that since she's a self-proclaimed atheist, but Ditterbug, he's so cute. He's so freaking cute. Aren't teens just so much fun? No. It's a total I know you are, but what am I book? I had to look it up because I was like, there's no fucking way, dude. I heard it on Mandolins. And I'm like, I was laughing so hard. I think because the way Stephanie was laughing, that I was like, I need to look this up. Like, what is this? Is this real? I didn't even believe there was such a book, And I'm like, the whole thing about that book, though, too, is like, I don't know. Like, let me, somebody says something about you, and like, what do? You go like refer to the book. Like, hold on a second, let me refer to my book. I wish I was as smart as you think you are. Like, I don't know. Like, how do you even like know which comeback goes with like How could you use that book is basically what I'm saying, because like you'd have to like find an appropriate comeback in the book somewhere. Is it divided into like categories or something? I don't know. Like you're like, oh Laura, you're an asshole, and then she like goes to the book. She's like, are you standing sideways? And it's like, what? That doesn't even make sense. What the fuck are you talking about? I don't get how you like use it. I just don't understand how you would even fucking use it. Anyone with a different opinion would delete it. Of course. Misnomer, no, I have not heard from NYC. In fact, thank you for bringing her up. I actually want to reach out to her and make sure she's okay. That's always the case though. When people question her, you know, you're too stupid to be in here. And then they're just deleted. I don't know if she bought the book, did her book. It was bookmarked, you know, in her, like, you know how she always shows her fucking tabs on her screen? It was bookmarked in her tabs on her screen. And I guess somebody caught it, you know, props to the person who caught that. So, so they looked at it. I was like, no. Best she got is punch down bullshit from her comeback book. You know who I think the punch down shit came from? And it's really ironic. Negs. I heard him saying it once. Like, but he said like, oh, we don't punch up or something. And like, you know, it caught up with her. It caught on. And she's just been using it ever since. Like, oh, I don't punch down. I don't punch down. But even if, all right, let's just say, even if she changed the wording, she still says the same thing all the time. It's like, oh, I don't, you know, those people are beneath me. It's the same thing. It's another way of saying the same thing that she always says. People are jealous of her. You know, it's like saying, oh, people are jealous of me, and then saying people are envious of me. It's the same fucking thing. Stephanie Brown has the best laugh on YouTube. Yeah, her laugh is definitely like infectious, I guess. Is that the correct way to explain it? What are you doing, buddy? He's so cute. You are so cute. I can't take it. I cannot take it. You adorable little thing. And you're so good too. I know it's not going to last forever. You're just like so young right now. Yeah. Aww. Puppy power. He's like Scrappy. That's what I should have named him. Scrappy Doo. What are you supposed to do? Hold on. Let me read a good comeback. Why buy a book when you could just Google search? Well, that's the whole thing. When I just Googled the book, there's like a whole website for free, you know, that you could just find and hold on. Let me see if I can find it again. All I did was write insults and comebacks. And to be honest with you, you'll probably find better ones on, you know, on online, because it's not like edited like by some fucking, I don't know, like it's not censored, I guess. Insults and comebacks. I can't believe they put "Do you ride the short bus" in there. Like that's like fucking offensive, dude. 100 good comebacks. Look, this is totally fucking free. You know, you don't even need a book. 100 good comebacks and sick burns that'll let you walk from any argument away feeling victorious. Well, now she can't use any of them because we found the book. So good comebacks. You're the reason God created the middle finger. Your secrets are always safe with me. I never listen when you tell me them. Okay. You bring everyone so much joy when you leave the room. I may love to shop, but I will never buy your bull. All right. These are fucking just as corny. You can't use like, I don't know. It's like you can't use a recorded. I don't know. Like you can't use like you have to respond to like what's being said to you. It doesn't make any fucking sense. These things. Who the fuck is going to sit here and memorize these things? Not me. You know, like you have to like respond in the moment. Like otherwise just give up and be like, you know what? I'm not as fucking witty as that person. There was this kid that I used to work with, and he was like the most witty person I've probably ever met in my entire fucking life. Like he just always had the best comebacks to everything, you know, and they would make you laugh. But like, and I used to be a little envious because I was like, damn, I wish I was as fucking good as him. You know, like he has like the best comebacks all the time. But like it's like a natural gift for some people, just like singing, and you know what I'm saying? Some people can do it and some people just can't. You can't force a fucking witty sense of humor. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't force that. It's either you have it or you don't. You can't just buy a book and all of a sudden become witty. It doesn't work like that. God, that just goes to the whole thing of like she's just so what's the word? She's so like, you know, the way she just categorizes people into like these little categories. You know, like she just puts, I don't know, it's weird. Just like with this Dylan Roof case, or is it Roof? Is that the guy's name, or am I saying the wrong name? Rounds, Dylan Rounds. Dylan Roof was a shooter, wasn't he? Dylan Rounds. Like she thinks he's a meth addict or some shit just because, like, why? He has a trailer. So like you, in your head, you equate anybody who has a trailer as a meth addict, like it's fucking Breaking Bad or some shit. That doesn't, it doesn't make sense. You could look at the kid and just tell. I feel like she doesn't really understand the world outside of her own little bubble that she grew up in. You know what I'm saying? It's like she lived in this little bubble and she just doesn't understand anything outside of that bubble. You could tell she's not like well traveled. Not even not well traveled, but just not like she doesn't know the world outside of her own fucking little world. She really doesn't understand other people, which is really weird because, you know, to have a true crime channel, you kind of need to have that understanding of other people and other lifestyles. No, 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 no. Out of there, buddy. No, that's not a bone. Come here. You causing trouble? Are you causing trouble? Yes, she's very narrow-minded. Well-versed. She's not well-versed. I think her bubble is deprived of oxygen. No sophistication at all. You know, just some of the like the things that she says about, like, you know, black guys don't liking women, white women because they have fat asses. Like that's just such a, like, stop stereotyping people, dude. That's, I don't know. I don't know her full meth you know, theory. I don't, I've heard it, you know, via other people, but like I don't know what her thinking is behind it. Maybe she has a brilliant reason for it, but I highly doubt that. Hey buddy. That happened years ago. Laura's age, I expect a little more wisdom, but she doesn't have it. Again, I think it's because she like lived in this like little bubble, you know? She only knows her own little world that she created. Let's face it, she's an undercover racist. I mean, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it, dude. But teach their own. I would expect a little more wisdom at her age myself, though. I definitely would. You know, especially like being the fact that she has kids that are older. She lived, you know, she's lived in many different places. I mean, she comes from one of the most diverse places in America, you know, in New York. And you would think somebody from New York would have a little bit more understanding, you know, but all she does is make us look like a bunch of fucking narrow-minded, prejudiced people, ignorant people, stupid, loudmouth idiots. Really, I hate when she blames things that she does on New York. I always did, even when I was friends with her, because I'm like, no, dude, I've lived in New York longer than you, and that's no. I mean, she hasn't been here since she was 20, but or in her 20s or some shit. But like, you know what I'm saying? I've lived here for 41 years. That's not, you know, a lot of the things that she'll be like, oh, well, that's because I'm from New York. No, no, no. Mm-mm. The majority of us don't act like that, you know? Are we loud? Yeah. You know, could people here be rude? Of course, there's a lot of people here. So, you know, chances are there's going to be a lot more rude people here. But, you know, don't use it as an excuse for all your bad behavior because that's not how everybody here acts. You're so right, Life Rewinded. It is. It really is. She didn't use facts to or proof to come to that conclusion either. She shouldn't attempt true crime. What is her reason for thinking that they have it? I can't imagine the rage she would cause me talking at her neck about my family. I like what is the whole reason behind thinking that this guy she got schooled on her meth stats in her own chat yesterday. Oh my god, dude. What's her obsession with meth, dude? She's always talking about it. I've never heard somebody talk about meth as much as I've heard her talk about it. Like, what is her reason? From what I understand of the story, it's pretty simple, right? The kid owned a farm. You know, he wanted to buy a farm. This was his dream. He was working on his farm. He was working on other farms, you know, in his downtime to make extra money. And he just simply disappeared one day. And nobody knows where he is. And they found his boots. And that's it. Where does meth come into the picture? He doesn't look like a meth addict at all, you know? And I've heard her say things like this before, that she'll be like, well, so-and-so was a meth addict and they didn't look like a meth addict. And I'm like, well, maybe to you, I don't know, but you know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know. I don't know. I just like, I don't see that, you know, you don't go out of your way to buy, that's a huge responsibility to own a farm, right? You don't go out of your way to do that and then blow it by, you know, making crystal meth in a trailer. It just doesn't make any sense. The area is full of meth squatters. Okay, so are a lot of areas though. That doesn't mean, you know, anything. Now, could a meth addict have abducted him or attacked him? Yeah, that's really possible because people do crazy shit when they're on meth. That doesn't mean he was doing meth though. She wanted drama. She doesn't care how it offends people. I mean, so I don't know. I don't know the story all that well, but the facts that I do know, it just seems like he disappeared, which I mean, unfortunately happens, and for a variety of different reasons. There could have been some jealousy. It could have been another farmer that he was competing with. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's like so many possibilities that it could have been. I mean, the first thing they do in missing cases, typically, you think a true crime channel would know this, is that they look at the people closest to the person, the family or friends, and then they work their way out. That's how every missing persons investigation goes. They start close in and then they work their way out. They don't start with crazy theories like that. And God, this fucking PI guy, did the family not send this guy soon, Hummingbird? Did they not send this guy a cease and desist? Why is he still going up on people's channels discussing this case? I mean, does he just like not care? Well, yeah, he doesn't care. I think he's proven that. But because I saw him on Ictamel's channel last night and I'm like, dude, I want to like Ictamel so bad, but he just like really doesn't vet anybody. And he admittedly didn't know about the case. I only watched like maybe like the first 2 minutes and I was so turned off by that Jim guy that I turned it off, because that guy right away gets on his channel and starts insulting him. I'm like, what is wrong with this guy? He has no couth. Like, he just has no couth about him. He gets on, he's like, oh, nice muscle shirt. He's like, that's the first time I've seen somebody wear a muscle shirt that doesn't actually have muscles. Like, why the fuck would you get on somebody's channel and that's the first thing that comes out of your mouth? As if he, like, I don't know, maybe that guy hasn't looked in the mirror lately, but I'm like, why would you like say that? Yeah, exactly. He likes to hear himself talk. I personally don't believe that he has any cases going on, because what is he doing? Like, why isn't he out trying to investigate these cases instead of sitting on panels all day? Don't eat that. Yucky. Ugh. Come on, dude. I don't even know what that is. Ugh. I love that he loves being outside. I think it's the air conditioning. It might be too cold in my house for him. He likes being outside. Does your son play hockey? Oh yeah, he does, Black Eagle. He's at camp. Jesse never stops playing hockey. We ask him all the time if he wants to take a break, and he never does. So I have a feeling it's something like a bigwig hustling the kid like a mom and pop shop with the mob. He and her have the same personality disorders, allegedly. He honestly said a cadaver dog cannot detect death unless the body sat there for more than a few hours. I don't listen. I don't listen. I can't. When that guy literally, when he talks, I literally hear Charlie Brown's teacher. I don't know what it is, but he's just like my ADD, my ADHD just can't handle that guy, dude. He's too intense for me. I don't know what the right word is, but like he talks so fast and so much, and there's nothing comes out. Like there's nothing that comes out of his mouth that makes any fucking kind of sense to me. I just hear wah 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 wah, because his voice is literally like, it's like weird. It's like monotone, and he talks really fast. I've just never, that whole combination is just like, it triggers me. I guess I can't follow. I'm like, huh? What? Decomposition starts immediately, even faster to body fluids exposed to open air. Well, yeah, and in some, he's a fraud. He's a fraud among frauds, chick. Why would anyone want to hire a douchebag who talks shit about victims' families? I don't know. And why would anybody want to have them on their channel? His credibility was shot after seeing him on Perplexed. That is kind of true, Social Fade. It is, because that's when people started like saying, he's a tragedy pimp, but in real life, the internet, he takes no accountability or responsibility for the damage he causes with his accusations and bad facts. He's a con just like the rest of him. Dude, it really just makes me sick. It honestly makes me fucking sick that they're so, the majority, and they're giving all the good people in the true crime genre a bad name. There's so many fucking people lately that are just not doing this shit for the right reason, and it's just so upsetting to see, and it's like I only watch true crime channels that are factual. I don't fucking care what Joe Schmo's conspiracy theory is about a case. I don't know how people even watch this shit, to be quite honest with you, because to me, I don't care. I don't fucking care what some idiot, who has no credentials in the field says. I don't fucking care about that kind of shit. I don't get it. I just don't fucking get it. It's a different thing like having discussions about a case and the facts of the case and shit like that, but like people who are just, I don't care to listen to people speculating, I guess is what I'm saying. Especially when it's wild speculation. And I also don't care about the drama, between these characters in these cases. The funny thing was when I started watching Nick DeMel's thing, because I was like, I cannot believe he's having this guy on here. One of the first things he said is that he doesn't know anything about the case really, and that he didn't really want to cover the case because there was so much drama. And I'm like, but you're having a guy on your channel right now who's basically responsible for most of the drama that's going on in the case. Like make it make sense to me, dude. It's the same way he had Mario Lightly up on his panel. And I was like, oh, dude. Yeah, he played arena football. My cousin used to be, and he acts like arena football is the NFL, dude. Arena football is, the AFL died. It's over. I mean, I'm sure there's still people playing arena football, but the AFL died. My cousin was a cheerleader for a team on the AFL. That was where she started, and then she moved up. But it wasn't that popular, dude. It's like for the people who couldn't make it to the NFL, basically. That's what the arena football league was. But the dude's acting like he was like fucking what's his name, Tom Brady or some shit. And then I saw that he had like grand theft charges, and I'm like, yeah, dude. I mean, listen, I will say that I think that a criminal could actually make a good investigator in a sense because they could think like a criminal because they are criminals. But like this guy clearly, I mean, if you're really a busy private investigator, you really wouldn't have time to be sitting on all these fucking panels like this. You know, I think it's more of a case where he's probably burned so many bridges in the industry that you know he's looking to YouTube for something, for some type of attention, to probably relive his glory days of when he was in the AFL. I swear to you, if that was my kid he was talking about, I know I'd be making a road trip. I think that's the thing that a lot of people forget in these true crime stories is that like this shit isn't fucking entertainment, dude. It's real life. These are real people. These are real people who are really going through this shit. This isn't a Lifetime movie. You know what I'm saying? This is real people and real feelings and real families and real suffering, you know, and real worry and real hope that people are clinging on to. And then you have these fucking assholes that exploit the shit out of it for their entertainment. Like Tiffany, you know, that she's just exploiting the shit out of all this for her own entertainment. You know, she's so invested. These people, some of them, they're so invested in this, but it's like, dude, not for the right reasons. Not for the right reasons. They're invested in the drama aspect of it. And I get it. You know, we all watch true crime because of the drama factor, I guess, because it's like, for me, I know it's very hard to comprehend some of this shit. Like, I'm just like, how do people do these things? You know, like, how do you do this? How do you kill somebody? How do you hurt somebody like that? How do you take a kid? You know, I don't get it. And I try to watch for some type of understanding. But some people are just, they're so engulfed in and entrenched in the drama aspect of it that it's, or the speculation aspect, that they totally lose sight of what's actually going on and the fact that there's real people who are really suffering, or that there's really a person that's really missing, and there's a family that doesn't have answers. And I just can't even fucking imagine that. I was talking to a Hummingbird last night, and we were talking about, you know, her the dog got out or whatever, and that panic you feel, you know, if your dog's ever run away. And thank God I've only had to deal with that once in my entire life. My dog got out when I was a kid. My baby, like my puppy that was born in my house. Get out of there, you know? And I couldn't find her. And that was the only time in my life that I ever actually lost my dog to the point where I didn't know where the fuck she was, you know? And I was terrified. I mean, just terrified. Thank God we ended up finding her. Well, we didn't find her. My friend actually found her. She ran onto a football field, you know? And just experiencing that anxiety of not knowing where something that you care about is horrible. Now imagine what it's like when it's your fucking kid, you know, because it's hard enough when it's an animal that you care about, but when it's your child, like, just, I can't even fucking, I don't ever want to know what that feels like. I don't ever want to know. I know that, like, anxiety when you lose sight of your kid in the store for a second, you know, and you're like, where is he? Or like when I was a kid and I couldn't find my mom in the store, and I used to be like feel like out of breath, like I couldn't even breathe, you know? Imagine having to go through that for a year straight. No, I just can't even fucking imagine it. I don't want to imagine it. And it's like these people just fucking have no consideration for that. Just none. Or worse yet, imagine having to feel that for the rest of your life and not having an answer of whatever happened. Like your fucking kid just vanishes one day and you never get a fucking answer. You never find them. I can't even fucking imagine that. Like, and it's like, if you don't have sympathy for the people that are going through that, you're a piece of shit. You really are. I mean, does that guy really care that this young man's missing? No, he doesn't give a shit. Because if he gave a shit, guess what? He'd be out trying to help look for him instead of sitting on YouTube channels talking shit about the parents. Because that's not doing a goddamn thing to help the case at all. Especially after said parents sent you a cease and desist and asked you to stay out of it. And you just have no respect for them. And then you start talking shit. That's horrible. No. No. That's bad. No. You don't rip that. What made you just go in there? I always want to know. Yo, who you talking to? Who do you think you're talking to? Come here, you gotta go out this side, silly. He's like in the cage barking at me as if he can't just walk out the door right now. Come here, silly. You're so cute. What'd you do over here? Uh-ohs. I don't get how he could disparage the parents and expect to be kept on the case. I don't either. I just hear the way he talks to people on YouTube and I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't want this guy anywhere around me. I mean, just the way he was like insulting Ikdamel yesterday about his shirt. I'm like, what's wrong with this dude? Like, that's not how you talk to people. Like, who the fuck raised you? Ooh, sorry, buddy. I tripped over him. Like, who raised you, man? That's not how you jump on somebody's panel. You know, somebody's kind enough to like give you fucking time on their panel and you sit there insulting them. Like, dude, what is wrong with you? Where the hell did my paper towels go? Did you steal the paper towels? Oh, here they are. Watch your shoes. Oh. Ugh. There's the one part of owning a puppy that's not fun. Not fun. But in the grand scheme of it, it's only a short amount of time that you got to go through this. And that's what I keep telling myself. Snoop, I have to say, once he was house trained, that dog, like, unless he was like sick, he never had house accidents. And we had some times where we were out of the house for like, because I worked when he was a baby. I worked, full time, and I used to always stay late. And we'd be out of the house for like 12 hours a day, and he would hold it in. I was like, I mean, bigger dogs can hold it in longer, but like, he really rarely ever had an accident in my house. I got the wee pads. He was just chewing it instead of peeing on it. This dude thinks he's funny, but he's so rude. Well, that's the whole thing. Like the way he says it, it's not. I'm like, dude, no, you're not funny, guy. You're not funny, guy. Yeah, they grow way faster than us. My old dog would bang on the glass slider to let us know when she needed to go out. That's what Snoop used to do. He used to like bash the door with his paws. My whole door is scratched. You can still see his nail marks. Hey, no. Where's your bone? Come on. Let's find things that are appropriate to chew. I'm glad that he's sitting in his crate, though. I want him to go in there, but I was such a normal... Girl, me too. I'm a total helicopter mom. Like, I see parents, we deal with a lot of parents at these like hockey things, and like some of these parents leave, okay? There's a few moms that are at, oh my God, no, you grabbed the roll of paper towels. What do you call it? There's a few moms that they literally left. They left the kid, left the building, and didn't even tell people. Like, that would never happen. I would never leave my son alone with, like, I don't care. I trust all my friends from hockey, but I would, tell people, hey, I'm going to run out to my car. Could you, keep an eye on my son for me? There's people that'll just fucking leave their kid there and like go back to the hotel or go to the store and like not even tell anybody. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm a helicopter mom. Or like their kids will be running around, they don't even check on them. Like me and my husband, well, we're both like helicopter parents. Like one of us is always checking on my son all the time. You know, we bought him a watch so I could track where he is. Like we're always, you know, on top of him. This day and age, you have to be. You just have to be. You have to remember that like kids don't have the same like sense that we have to like, you know what I'm saying? Be aware of their surroundings as adults are. So I feel like you have to keep your eye on them at all times. I don't care. My son's almost 10 and I still watch, you know, even if he's out in my front yard, I don't let him out there by himself. You know, who knows? You don't know who could come riding down your block. I hear all these horror stories about. I actually saw a video the other day where this mom got her little girl off the bus and this guy came in a car and literally grabbed the girl out of her arms. Hey, what are you doing? You are a troublemaker right now. You know that? No. No. Here. Chew this. Good boy. Yeah, good boy. That's what good boy does. Come here. Come here. Oh my God, this dog's so cute. Bugged me when parents never came in to meet us when their kids would spend the night. Yeah, that's another thing, Beefers. Like, Jesse, like with school friends, I really don't like. He like keeps asking me to go over this kid's house, and I'm like, dude, I don't know the parents. It's totally different with his hockey friends because I spend so much time with them that I know the parents really well, and we're good friends with them. So if any of them ever asked for him to come over, you know, for the day or whatever, or sleep over, I'd feel 10 times more comfortable. Like, I don't know. I'm not comfortable. When he was little, I have actually a story on my channel about it. When he was little, there was this little boy that was 8 years old. Jesse was like 5, I think, at the time. And the mom would just let him ride his bike around by himself, no supervision at all. I mean, he lives around the block from me. And one day he saw Jesse playing outside with me, you know, and he stopped over and he just drove up on my front lawn, you know, in my driveway, parked his bike and got off. And I was like, whoa. Like, I'm like, no. I'm like, dude, you can't come over here. So I gave him my phone number and I'm like, you know, go home and have your mom call me. Cause like, God forbid something happened to this kid and the last place he was at my house, you know? And I'm like, I was like, no, absolutely not. So I made him go home, give the mom the phone number. Well, they were foreigners, so I don't know if she spoke English, but like, you know, and that could be their culture. You know, they don't watch their kids as closely as American parents. I don't know. But I was just like, I did not feel even comfortable having this kid at my house because I'm like, his mom doesn't even know me. Like, you know, you can't let your kids just go to any person's house. Like, this was like the first day I met the kid, and he's like getting off his bike and coming into my house. I'm like, no, absolutely not. Like, you know, how do I know if I gave him a drink? So my husband literally, this was going on for like a couple of days. The kid kept coming over here. The mom never called me. And then he kept coming over here. And so finally, my husband had to go to their house and he picked the husband up and brought the husband over to my house to show him my yard, you know, and like just let him know where his kid was. And it was like, I mean, he even my neighbor, I live next door to this guy. He's awesome. He's like a big, burly biker dude, you know? He's awesome. He's a scary looking dude, you know? Like when I first met him, I was like, oh shit. But he's a really nice guy. He's a teddy bear. But he's like, yo, that kid came over here and just stopped in my driveway and was like looking into my garage. And he's like, how does he know I'm not like one of those people? I could have just grabbed him and, you know, threw him in my garage. Like where the fuck are the parents? You know? And I was like, dude, no, never. Like that would just never happen with my son, ever. It just like, I don't know how you could even do that. I haven't, to be honest with you, after he pooped in my yard. Yeah, he pooped in my yard one time. He pooped in my yard. That was the last time he ever came over my house. I haven't seen him since. So I don't know. My husband called the dad up. He's like, yeah, your son pooped in my yard. So I don't think I'm gonna, you know, I don't think he's allowed over here anymore. So Black Eagle, I gotta get off here in like 2 minutes because I gotta go get my son. Yeah, Chick, he literally pooped in my yard like a dog. And my son told me, but at the time I thought he was joking because I'm like, there's no way that this kid pulled his pants down and took a shit in my yard. You know, you just like, who would do such a thing? But then all of a sudden, my husband was out there one day picking up Snoop's, poops. And he was like, he came across one that was exactly in the spot where my son said it would be. And my husband's like, yeah, you could kind of tell the difference between humans and dogs. So yeah, my husband was like, yeah, dude, he's not allowed over here anymore. He's not. I mean, like, he pooped in his yard. Not only is that disgusting, okay, pooping in my yard, because, like, who knows what kind of diseases he had, and I have a dog. Nope. But he didn't wash his hands, and he obviously didn't wipe. Ugh. I can't even think about it. It's so fucking gross. So fucking gross, dude. So needless to say, that was the last time that kid came over our house. Jesse still sees him on the bus, but he hasn't been on, he hasn't been around. And I haven't seen him on his bike either. Come on, we go out? We got to leave soon, so come on. Come on, little buddy. Now that I know you could climb steps, I'm not picking you up. Does everybody else talk to their dogs in like a weird voice, or is it just me? I don't know what it is. I can't like talk to a dog in a normal voice. I mean, when they get older, but when they're like babies, I always talk in like a sing-songy voice. Come here. Come on. What's the matter? What's the matter, you little devil? Oh, you're so cute. I had to force a mother to take her kid back. That's why, dude, like, I'm a little weird about Jesse hanging out with other kids that I don't know the parents, because I'm just like, you just never know, dude. Come on, buddy. Oh, he walked out by himself. I think he's a little scared of the doors, or was scared. He's getting over it today. I wonder if he's still pooping out in the wild. I don't know why he didn't just ask if he could use my bathroom, because, I would have let him. He had used the bathroom before. I don't know why he decided to poop in the yard. I guess he was just like, what is that? Yuckies. Give me that. He's eating. Where the hell did you find that? Oh my goodness. Come on, buddy. You want to go poopies? Speaking of poopies, you're allowed to poop in the yard. He's so cute. I got him a nice little bright blue collar today. I got him a different color. Snoop used to have a blue one and a red one, so I got him a little different blue because I don't want him to be. I want him to be his own person, his own dog. See you later, social fade. No. Come on. No. Silly. Where are you going? Why are you sitting behind me? I can't see you. He's so cute. My Yorkies are 14 and I still talk to them like they're babies. Okay, so I'm not the only one. I had like a whole language when I was a kid. Like my dogs, I had like a whole language for them that I made up. It was like a voice and then a language. I can't even do it anymore because I don't remember exactly how I used to do it, but plus it's kind of embarrassing. But like me, my brother, and my mom used to all like talk to each other in this like voice. We used to like, that was like, we called it perp language, which is funny because like I hate that people call Laura perp, because that was actually what I used to call my dog, Perp, like puppy, but I made it Perpy. Her name was Perp and Perpy, and then I shortened it to Perp, and so that's what I used to call her, Little Perp. And then, oh no, that was the other dog. We got another dog and we named him Little Perp. Little Perp. Big Perp and Little Perp. So when I hear people call Laura Perp, I'm like, she's not a perp. Perps are cute little dogs. But now me and my husband have our own voice that we used to talk to Snoop in. We talk to each other in the voice. Oh, it's so funny. It's so funny because like men, like men, like they're always like big tough guys. outside, and I saw the best video. It was like a TikTok video one time. The girl's like, my husband when he's like out in public, and then it's like my husband when he's with me, and he comes like he comes like jumping on the bed, and he's like, ooh, snuggle me, like all like, being all like silly. And I'm like, that's my husband. I'm like, that's my husband right there. I think I sent it to Hummingbird because it was so funny. Because I'm like, that is like so every man, they try to act like big and tough when they're like out of the house. And then when they're in the house, they're like they turn into like little babies. You know what I'm saying? I think it's like the funniest thing. My brother and I always spoke Pig Latin where we were at. I remember that. Pay Atenley. Oh my God. All right, guys. I got to end this though because I do have to leave and go get my other child. Now, I got two children now. I got a first child and my regular one. I think Jesse's a little scared of the puppy. He's like scared he's going to bite. I'm like, it doesn't hurt. He's like real careful with them. But anyway, all right, I'll check you guys in the next one. Stay safe. I'm out.